Talking about standardization, precisely the standardization issues we are facing, EIDAS 2 will define 3 different legal regimes. When I'm speaking about legal regimes, I'm saying that there are different sets of rules, even different trust models, different ways to convey trust anchor information. And it is quite difficult to try to reconcile. First legal regime, of course, is the European Digital Identity Wallet legal regime. This, at the end of the day, is a new harmonized electronic identification means, which is to be usable everywhere in the European Union. It is something that has been put into the table to solve the lackings of the current EIDA regulation, where we have the possibility of exchanging identity information in federations between nodes and between middlewares, and even combinations of both. But we do not have standardized interfaces nor processes for talking to citizens and for talking with service providers. Therefore, the European approach, the current one at least, is failing to provide a full solution. The second one is really a market. It is an expansion of the two services regulation we have, meaning that a private company can enter into the market and offer something which is called a qualified electronic attestation of attributes, or a non-qualified one. This is a kind of a new legal type of electronic document that will receive the same legal effect of a professional qualification certification or of a diploma. If you fulfill a series of requirements, including the verification of the identity attribute in a public register, then this document has the same legal effect. And this is nice because it is a better approach for standardizing a common way to interchange identity data, specifically coming from public registers, and this attains universities, than to try to harmonize all legislations in the European Union. And the third one, and this is a novelty from the European Union Council proposal, is the electronic attestation for attributes not issued by a qualified true service provider, which could be a company, verifying data in an authentic source, but the electronic attestation for attributes issued directly by the authentic source. There is a relationship between the regulation and the standard, and this regulation is something which is called an implementing act. And this is because the co-legislators cannot decide everything. They cannot put all the details in a regulation. They need to delegate, or they need to authorize the European Commission to do technical work. And more properly, not to do technical work themselves, but to select technical work that can be used for implementing the regulation. Because at the end of the day, the regulation only sets up the requirements, the conditions, and the restrictions, the constraints we have, but we need technology, and the technology is to be set on standards, on top of standards, and it should be mature standards. So if you go into the regulation, and I'm using, of course, the European Union Council text, because we have this third legal regime, you will see that there is a big implementation act where the European Commission shall select all the standards that we require. And to this end, the European Commission proposed that a toolbox was created, and this toolbox is working and is publishing regularly versions of what it is called the Architecture Reference Framework. And this document, which is very interesting, contains, of course, the description, and I wanted to put this slightly here, with all the actors that need to participate into this wallet ecosystem, where, of course, universities are to be included, as is a business about sharing information. It is a new way to move personal data on the full control of the citizen, to be able to go where we cannot go due to GDPR restrictions.